Child, Antoine Massey is a 4-time escapee. What? Hey, my Jack Squad and YouTube family, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Listen, there's 2 escapees left. They escaped out of Louisiana jail, right? There's 2 left. They fugitives. They on the run, right? We got Antoine Massey. That's the light-skinned brother with the tats on his face. And then we got Derrick Groves. He's a light-skinned man too, but he don't have the tats, right? Now I'm going to talk about Antoine Massey first. Antoine Massey says, first of all, he did a video. He's been doing videos like he was a rapper. He's been doing videos like somebody paying him, right? So he did a video. The last one he did, he was at a house, right? I knew when he did that video they was going to find out where he was. I knew that. I know that. This is the FBI and the CIA and everybody else they can find. They're going to find out where he was, right? Come to find out, they didn't even have to do that much digging because his family members told authorities where he was, right? Now, they probably do it out of safety to keep him safe and keep everybody else safe. They told, well, he was gone. He was gone, or they told, could have been an auntie said, listen here, I'm going to tell y'all where he at because I ain't trying to go to jail for that fool. He been bad all his life. I ain't trying to go to jail. So anyway, the family told, authorities went there. He was not there, of course, but they did find some of his belongings, like his clothes, right? They found some clothes there. Okay, so Buddy says that he went on to plead his case like he was Johnny Cochran to us. We ain't the judge or the jury, you know, but he went on to plead his case. He called out to the rappers, Meek Mills, I want to say Young Boy, Lil Wayne. He told Lil Wayne, look. My daddy is big so-and-so, and I was the boy in the wedding at somebody's wedding. He was pleading his case, y'all, right? He had his paperwork. You know, when a Negro got their paperwork, they serious, right? They can handle that business, right? And he didn't do this, and he didn't do that, and this and that, and that and that, and this and this, right? He even pleaded out to Trump. He wanted to get pardoned. You know, with Trump passing out pardons like Tic Tacs, right? But anyway, he said he innocent and he didn't do this and he didn't do that, okay? So that's Antoine Massey. Now, Antoine Massey, they ain't found him, but, you know, according to the people that know, the authorities, they say that they're going to run out of resources soon because people going to stop feeling sorry for them. And you see they got 14 people for helping them. Ain't nobody trying to be number 15, 16, 17, right? So his family told on him. He tried to plead his case. He calling out to the rappers, please help him. Please. Now, he says his case is, hold on, let me tell y'all something. He said he couldn't afford a lawyer. That's why he went to jail, because he couldn't afford no lawyer, right? And this is his 4th time escaping custody. This dude is like Houdini. If y'all know he's an escape artist, why y'all keep putting him somewhere where he can escape, right? Okay, I'm going to tell you my theory in a minute, right? I'm going to tell you my theory in a minute because it just come to me, right? Yeah, like I said, this is his 4th time escaping, right? But this is the kicker. This is the kicker for me, is that this is his 4th time escaping. And I believe that Derrick Groves is the mastermind. Remember I told y'all way back when it first happened, there was a mastermind. I thought maybe 2. And maybe Antoine think he's the mastermind as well. Now, this is my theory. This is what I think happened. Derrick got to do life. He know he's doing life. So he's thinking all kind of ways to get out, right? Now we got Crash Dummy Antoine. He knows Antoine as a crash dummy will do anything. Antoine has escaped before. So listen, if I'm in jail, I ain't even got to the penitentiary, but if I'm in jail and I know it's an escape artist in here with me and I'm getting ready to do life, of course I'm a buddy up to him. Of course, that's my cat. Maybe they was friends before, but if not, we about to be friends now because you are an escape artist, right? Also, Antoine is the one that allegedly threatened the maintenance guy to do whatever he did so they could escape, right? Now, I'm telling you, now listen to me. Derrick Groves is the mastermind. I don't care what nobody say. He ain't got caught. He's the mastermind, right? The mothers that followed, just casualties of the situation, right? They were distractions. Those others were distractions. Antoine and Derrick masterminded this, with Derrick being the mastermind. That's my theory, right? Because he knows the dude has escaped. I didn't know that. He's escaped custody 4 times. Now, he only in there, hold on. He only in there for, let me see, where's he only in there for? Hold on, y'all. He ain't in there for a whole lot, right? He ain't in there for a whole lot. Not enough to be escaping and risking getting more time for it. Not that, right? Hold on. Let me see, because I had it. Was it domestic violence? Okay, here we go. He was in jail pending a trial on charges of domestic abuse involving strangulation, right? Theft of a motor vehicle and a parole violation. That's what he in there for. And this is his 4th time escaping police custody, right? So Buddy know how to get out. He know how to get out. Why wouldn't you make that your cat and you trying to get out and you got life? That's what I'm saying. This is my theory, right? Now, Derrick Groves, on the other hand, is a potentially very dangerous individual, right? He's already unalive. Now he's on trial now for the 2 recent in October, right? When did that happen? In October? Anyways, 2. But he had been on trial before for 2 more, so this is his 4th time unaliving folks. He ain't playing. He only about 28. He young. He a young unaliver, right? He ain't got nothing to live for, evidently, and he don't care. This is a I don't care Negro, right? So he has a lot. He's trying to not go to jail for the rest of his life. And, he don't, Angola, they go to Angola. I believe Angola, because I watched a documentary on that. That's where they be outside working and carrying on, right? Like a work camp. I don't know what you call that when they be outside. But anyway, he's a 4-time unaliver, and he was being held while awaiting sentencing. He's already been convicted for an October 2024 guilty verdict in a double homicide during Mardi Gras in 2018. See, you want to do that during Mardi Gras, right? That shows you he ain't where he at in his head. So he has 2 counts of manslaughter, right? So Groves is not to be fooled with. He's not to be fooled with. And I'm saying this just out of human nature. Under pressure, he may do something, right? Under pressure. He don't want to go back to jail. Now, his initial conviction in 2019 ended in a mistrial due to a juror reading media reports about the case. A 3rd trial ended in a deadlock, and he was finally convicted this last time, right? This ain't nobody to play with, okay? This ain't nobody to play with. He done sitting and plotting on how he was going to get out, right? That's what he was doing. Now, he got tattoos around his neck, but this is what he was doing, plotting to get out, right? I'm telling y'all right now. Now, the authorities say they believe they still in the area, right? We know that crash dummy Antoine Massey is still in the area because he was at his cousin's house or something. I'm going to say cousin's house. It was a relative's house, right? We're just going to say cousin. But he was at somebody's house. Now, how he got in there, I don't know. And maybe, this is why the family called, because he was in that cousin's house and cousin didn't let him in there. That could be it. I'm going to go with that. Right? Because I'm telling you, I'm not going to let nobody coming in my house. You set up a camera and do some videos in my house and you're an escapee and they looking for you, a fugitive. It's a manhunt. That's a serious big word, manhunt. It's a manhunt. They say they are furiously looking for them. Furiously. So they are using all of their resources to find these last 2 dudes. They're using all their resources, right? Massey, he just probably got some issues. I'm going to say he got some issues and he just took a wrong turn in life, right? Because he's the one, his grandmother was unalived by the authorities, if I'm not mistaken. Someone in my comments told me, matter of fact, a few people in the comments said they got money for that. And, you know, so he may have a twisted view on life or on police or on authorities. You know, we don't know, right? But the Derrick Groves guy, who seems like whenever he have a problem, he just ended somebody's life, to be only 28 and you did that to 4 people, you need to be away. And so if pressed, who knows what he's going to do. If he feels like there's no way out, no telling what he will do, right? I don't, you know, I don't like to put bad stuff out there, but I don't see this ending well for Derrick Groves. I don't see it ending well for neither one of them. What I want Antoine to do is go on in there, and because you ain't doing life, Antoine, you ain't looking at life, right? You might be looking at 10, 15, maybe even 20 years. I don't know, because I don't know how they do down in Louisiana when you escape. But turn yourself in, because you trying to plead your case to us. We don't have, you know, we don't have no jail to put you in, right? We don't have no jail to put you in. So turn yourself in. I would say that before something bad happened to you, right? Because when they say they're feverishly looking for you, that's what they mean, right? And they're not going to let up. Now, they keep saying authorities. They have not said, because I double-checked, and maybe I overlooked it. They have not said FBI or nothing like that. That's who usually look for fugitives, right? Or the so-and-so task force. I ain't heard that. They just keep saying authorities, right? I don't know how this going to end up. And maybe they'll be like legends and never get caught. Who knows, right? But the fact that Antoine was making videos in your people's house, you should have went out in the backyard or somewhere at the bus stop or something, right? You getting folks, see, because you getting folks in trouble. They just at home minding their business, and then here you come, right? But I'm gonna tell you this, like I said before, he been doing that. He been a menace. He been getting on folks' nerves, and everybody got to bail him out and help him out. He been doing that, because the fact that you asking for Meek Mill's, Young Boy, and Lil Wayne, you know, he was like, that's me. I was the ring boy. I was in the wedding, right? That's desperation. That's desperation. And when people get desperate, bad things can happen, right? Or when people get desperate, they're not using their whole brain, right? So we're going to see how this turn out. They still out here. It's been, how long? 19 days. It's been a minute. 17, I don't know. It's been a little over 2 weeks, right? So we're going to see how this turn out. I hope it turns out nobody gets hurt and they just find them and take them, you know, where they need to be. But I'm going to just say this one more time, because I know dudes like this. The Antoine Massey dude, I'm going to say this, and if it's your family, listen, I'm sorry, but it appears that either y'all could never tell him what to do, or he never got any proper guidance. Because now trying to plead your case with the paperwork and tell us this and tell us that, that's what you're supposed to be telling your lawyer. That's what you're supposed to be telling your judge before you escape, right? So we're going to see how this end up, y'all. We're going to see how this end up. I don't hope nothing bad happen. We're going to see how this end, right? Anyway, y'all, drop down in the comments. Let me know if y'all know where they at. Y'all know where they at, what they doing, right? But they say Derrick has completely disappeared. They ain't seen him since the video with him, Antoine, and the one guy that they captured already somewhere on whatever street. He has totally disappeared, right? But he has more to lose than anybody. He getting ready to do life at 28. I couldn't even imagine. I'm getting ready to do life in the penitentiary, and I'm 28. At 58, 78, right? I'm getting ready to do life. That means ain't no more outside, ain't no more women, ain't no more kicking it, ain't no more eating what you want to eat, ain't no more nothing. You got to get up and go when they go to bed. When they tell you to go to bed, get up when they tell you to get up. And then if you go to Angola, I forget whose family it was that they would prefer he be in Angola. Oh, it was Derrick Groves, because they say he's been stabbed. He's been stabbed 3 times, right? He's been stabbed 3 times. So listen, that's a lot to think about at you 28. You ain't even lived your life, and now your life is basically over. Freedom is over for you. Freedom is over for you. Freedom is over for you. Whew, I can't even imagine. So I ain't doing nothing. I don't do nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I like it out here. It's nice. I like it out here. So anyway, y'all, drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, make it happen for yourself. You know, like the brother man them did. They made it happen for themselves. Now, I don't know how it's going to turn out for them. But anyway, you know, see y'all next time.